Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's episode. I wanted to talk about this because this is something that I've seen quite a few times. It's no secret that there is a big comedy boom happening in Austin, Texas. And since I live here and I'm not a household name, I'm not one of these giant comics that moved here. There's a lot of comedians from different parts of the country who aren't here that are speculating on what Austin comedy is. And from someone who has been in California, I would say the biggest hub for successful comedy as a business. And I caveat that by saying that way because I think the two big places, the East Coast, the West Coast, you have New York and you have California, and different goods feeding, filtering systems throughout the country. New York, I think, produces the best pure comedians. And I think the West Coast, LA, has monetized comedy much better than the East Coast has. But I think the flip side is California focused a lot on podcasts and growing the business and touring and everything like that. The East Coast got so much more stage time, more opportunities, really developed the craft of stand-up comedy. I think that a great scene is being built here. The one thing that I see as a more green comedian who's still on the way up is that I see a lot more opportunities. I get much more stage time here and opportunities than I did in California. At a lower level, you're fighting for stage time. Sometimes you're performing just for comedians and there's not a lot of opportunities, not a lot of nights, depending on where you're at, to go do it. And if you're in LA or something, some of those nights were brutal where you're paying $5 to $10 just to do comedy for comedians who aren't really paying attention. So LA is cool for connections and opportunity and the grind of the Comedy Store, but you could come to Austin as a newer comedian and get a lot of opportunities. It's a great scene. And the one thing I love is there's very good comedians here. It attracted a lot of people who really love comedy and want to do, to push the art form. So it's making me get better as a comedian. It's making me push everything that I'm doing. It's making me push the podcast, my jokes. I have to level up to even compete. So I think Austin is a great opportunity for newer comedians. There's a lot of people who are saying this, like, if you're not an established comic, you're wasting your time going to Austin. I don't believe that at all because I'm seeing all the opportunities available. People who are here, comedians, might be like, oh, there's so many people at these mics and everything like that. It's nothing compared to LA. The amount of people that would show up at the Improv 3 hours before just to do a raffle for an opportunity to do like 3 or 4 minutes. And it's a great opportunity because of the cost of living. Prices are going up, but you could come to Texas and start building a life and not be, in a fucking studio apartment with 3 other comics paying $600 each, just to survive. You're going to be able to have a little more quality of life, and there's a lot of opportunities. I've been here for almost 4 months. I love it here. I think it's great opportunities, and I'll report back after like a year. We'll see what happens.